Alrighty, here we go. Last week, on a wet and windy night, good start, with no motivation to finish my college assignments, it sounds like me, I began to pursue the internet as a way of procrastination.
Come here, internet.
I understand. As we often do. Having completed Sonic the Hedgehog on a simulator a few hours earlier,
he's alive.
I was in a nostalgic mood. After searching YouTube for Golden Age Sega Genesis commercials. Really? Sega Genesis commercials? Ugh. My fingers still lingered on the mouse. I kept clicking on the suggested videos and reliving old memories from my childhood. I do that. I do that with every so often. I'll sit down and I'll watch the openings for old 80s cartoons.
Oh, no, I'll do that. Or commercials. Yeah, I've done that before.
I don't do it for commercials.
Like weird 80s commercials. Like occasionally you'll find a compilation of just like 80s toy commercials. Or
the toy commercials are so insane. The kids are like completely on Ritalin.
They're messed out, man.
Get happy for this. You need it. Buy it now.
What the fuck? It's a car. It's fucking red. Like, like the pinnacle was the Micro Machines guy, right?
The super.
Like, what was he really saying? He's like, kill your parents. Pretty
much.
When you slow it down, totally like.
It's creepy smiles. I felt a comfort one only gets from seeing things you never really knew as such an influence on you when you were young and innocent.
Like all those murders.
Much like porno.
Dead.
I remember
clowns.
Porno's not the same anymore now that I'm older.
Jesus.
Jaded.
It used to be contraband, man.
Mm-hmm. I remember
you having porno at school once. What? There was like a tape going around. What was it?
Yeah.
Nasty Nights. Was it Nasty Nights?
It was Nasty Nights, and we were passing it around.
Was this straight porno?
Of course.
That's all there was back then.
I wasn't getting a hold of gay porn back then. No.
I wasn't sharing with him, so yeah.
No.
You were keeping all the gay porn
all my dad's gay porn.
Your dad had some
cool ass
gay
porn?
No. But he had Hustler, and Hustler was awesome. Because Hustler was awesome as a little gay kid.
They showed penises.
Hustler showed penis. I was like, yes.
They showed erect penises.
Yes. I was happy.
See, every young straight boy finds their dad's porno collection. And then they find out
a bunch of Playboys in the garage. What is it?
Oh, in the garage?
Your dad put them in the garage?
Yeah, a big box of them. I was like, what? What's in this box?
Your dad is just so lazy at hiding shit. He's
the
just
box that rocks.
You know what? He figured you were girls and you wouldn't give a shit.
My sister and I stare. We're like, is that what our boobs are supposed to look like?
Wow.
Look at her pubes. Like, we were just like, whoa.
You're like, why am I so hairy down there?
That woman was really hairy.
70s. Yes. 70s Playboys.
They used to be hairy.
This was before the whole airbrush Barbie situation.
Yeah.
Soon I was lost reveling in such classes as Melt in Your Mouth, Not in Your Hand.
Oh, I know that one.
He's watching porno.
Who
loves orange soda in your butt? No soup for you.
In your butt.
How you doing?
How you doing in the butt?
Come with me if you want to live.
In the butt.
So is he watching movies or commercials?
Come with me if you want to live in my butt.
The truth is out there. And of course,
the truth is in your butt.
What's up?
Your butt.
In your butt.
This is a kind of a rangy situation
put the boogie in your butt.
Yeah.
It's all over the place.
He was all over the place.
Put a light in your butt to make it
90s.
bright in your butt.
I'll leave a light on for you.
Put a clown in your butt.
In my butt.
Because it's funny to put stuff in your butt.
In your butt.
That's nasty, putting things in people's butts.
I only realized that I lost track of time when I tried to find my phone in what was now a pitch dark room. Checking the time on my monitor, I was shocked to find it was already after 2 a.m.
Oh, good lord.
I resolved, after 2 a.m. it's porno time.
Yeah,
click in on the Pornhub and do it. And go to bed. I resolved to go to bed as I had class in the morning, but couldn't resist watching one last video.
Sounds like he's got no class, man.
Exactly. Just to round off the night. Scanning through the suggestions, I was disappointed to find that I had watched them all. That's bullshit. You cannot watch all of them.
He watched the entire internet. He got to the end of the internet.
The end of the internet, yes.
It's like this little sign came up and said, the end.
Scanning through suggestions, I was disappointed to find that I'd watched them all, except this one video that was at the very bottom, entitled, Bill Cosby Sells His Soul for Pudding.
Oh, this sounds like it might be important.
This is...
Although I had a vague idea of who Bill Cosby was from old Simpsons episodes. What? Are you kidding me? That's bullshit.
Okay, I'm having deja vu now. See, we're
coming back.
See, we're probably just kind of almost the same conversation we had last time. You're about to go through all the weird what the fuck shit. Like you don't know who Bill Cosby is.
Yeah,
you don't.
You know bullshit. Who Seinfeld is, but you don't know who
yeah,
Cosby
you know
is.
No Soup for You.
Yeah, you know what What's Up is? I remember only seeing one commercial.
It was the beer commercial.
And that was after. That was after I saw Scary Movie, and they lambasted it in there.
Because that was a huge commercial.
That was the only thing. And then I started seeing them after the Scary Movie. I never saw them before.
I think that was a Super Bowl commercial. I think that's why it was so big.
Although I had a vague idea who Bill Cosby was from an old Simpson episodes, that's bullshit. I'd never actually seen.
Bill Cosby was not on The Simpsons.
No.
Why
I'm
is he
talking
lying
about
to
the
us?
Dr. Herbert. The Dr. Herbert was a Bill Cosby.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
So he knew that they were referencing Bill Cosby in The Simpsons. They didn't know exactly who he was.
He's a black doctor.
That's bullshit.
He knows
Who's
the
kinda
reference,
funny.
but not the originating referral. No,
Silly.
I don't know.
I'd never actually seen anything he was famous for, but I admit the title intrigued me somewhat. I don't buy that. Okay, Creepypasta immersion. Fucked. Thanks, guy. As I clicked the link and sat back to be entertained, I had no idea that I was making the big mistake of my life. The video started off innocently enough. Obviously, some old commercials.
2 girls, 1
for
cup.
gelatin.
Yeah. Like all
That'd be
videos
awesome.
start.
That'd be awesome.
Starts off with some
Girls, one
pastoral,
Jello cup.
pastoral music.
Bill Cosby was standing in the kitchen surrounded by little kids. There's an easy way to make Jello instant pudding. Just shake it, in quotes. He announced
Shake it.
in a cheery voice.
Shake
The video
it.
skipped a bit
Shake
at this
it.
point, lingering on the part "shake it" part.
Shake it.
A tad
Come on,
annoying, but
shake
the internet
it.
in the house could become a little jarring at times, so I was used to it. The video cut to Cosby's head moving in from the left to the screen. Quote, follow the directions, he said.
Follow the fucking directions.
I wasn't sure why at this time, but something
kill
about
you.
this was vaguely unsettling. Though I thought perhaps it was due to the fact that it was a sudden jump cut, a mangled version of the product, a jingle
editing.
played. Then it cut back to follow the directions, only slower. My brow furrowed. The next part was from a different advert. Cosby was holding 4 jiggling watermelons.
No, the jiggling watermelons.
Watermelons? Cynical, moving from start to the end and back again.
We had this conversation. Watermelons don't jiggle.
They don't.
They usually don't.
Unless there's babies in them, I'm assuming.
Wait, do babies jiggle?
Inside watermelons.
No, they're trapped.
Exactly. Hey, let me out this watermelon.
I can't even begin to ascertain how you would trap a baby in a watermelon.
It's just born there, okay?
Yeah.
I think you just have to
You inject it in there.
You ejaculate into a seed, possibly, and then grow it.
No, you basically inject.
Thanks for that.
Why are you out there? The guy's out there with a watermelon
Think about
patch.
it. Think about it. You would just inject the baby fetus, into the watermelon, and then it would eat the inside of the watermelon as it's growing.
Oh, that's like that cannibalistic, the zombie bug.
And then after 9 months, it'll just kind of crack open the shell, and you have a little red baby.
And then you sell them at Toys R Us.
Exactly. Watermelon kids.
Watermelon patch.
Bitch, watermelon kids.
Yeah.
Trademark TM. Fuck all y'all listeners. Nope.
Make
watermelon babies. I'm
make
making
them
money.
sour, and you got it.
Big sour watermelon babies.
So now it's just become like a gummy candy.
Well, they're like
babies are gummy candy.
they're lickable.
Lickable babies. Could you imagine if, like, the outside, or if they were green, the outside was their rind, and the inside was all red and seeds and shit,
They look like a garbage pail kid.
and they poop out like seeds.
Seeds everywhere.
Oh, but that sounds like a horror movie, because if they're pooping out seeds, that means they're making more of them.
So here's the problem.
Babies.
Here's the problem having with this creepypasta right now.
Okay.
As it stands right now, I could have just fucking watched this video and been done with it.
No, actually, no. It's about to get deep.
Okay.
Not
good.
really.
Okay, because I was
You
just
think
like, at
this
this
is
point,
weird.
I'm a little annoyed by this.
It hasn't even really started yet.
Okay. Alrighty. So.
We're jiggling some
Okay.
watermelons.
It gets really weird, man.
It was hypnotic and quite nauseating, which made it more abrupt when the audio cut to triple speed, making noises, these watermelons jiggling. I felt at this point extremely uncomfortable. Like
The noise of the
differences
jiggling
were being
watermelons.
broken down. I felt like just like gelatin.
Oh, no.
Cosby
they're made
finished
out of
the
Jell-O.
thought for me several times and began to feel really weird. The scene cut to ginger
Like,
kid.
you felt weird, kind of like downstairs weird?
I think so.
Weird
The scene cut to a ginger kid repeating the same movements
the
over and
ginger
over again.
kid.
It's always a fucking ginger
It's
kid.
always the ginger kid, man. What is it with the ginger kids, man?
Because they're evil. They have no soul.
They're sour.
You're not a real ginger. Hush. You have a soul.
Don't tell them that.
You have a soul.
Look, my hair is all fucking natural. Yeah.
I grew up myself.
Okay,
did.
that's it. I thought, enough of this. Ginger kids freak me out. I raised my hand to move the mouse. However, Bill Cosby again moved his left hand seemingly random directions. pudding pop that's right, repeating this, or this a number of times. My right hand immediately became stiff and started to spasm out of my control, disrupting my past mouth. After the point that I was powerless to control myself, forced to sit and witness unfolding before me regardless of will. At this point of no return, Cosby lingered a look of surprise in my way, almost mockingly, emitting a demonic low-pitched moan. I was scared. Another kid in the video seemed to echo my emotions. Hey, Bill Cosby, what's the
the pudding now, the pudding.
End quote. If I would be screaming at this point, I would have. Followed the directions Bill Cosby created horrifyingly. The mingle jingle played again for longer this time, each second forcibly popping my eyelids.
This person's obviously never been scared before, ever.
The watermelon part reappeared even slower than before, but instantly became nauseated. I felt lured into subversiveness.
What?
Lured into subversiveness. Now go to your neighbor's house and take all their pudding.
The scene cut to a smiley-faced mock, moving the hands in an almost wave-like pattern, a bit crushing, warning, repeating, almost too quickly for me to make out, quote, "You sing, you die. You sing, you die," end quote. Before crunching completely into a jarring buzz, its eyes popping open and shutting at speeds greater than that which should be physically possible. Follow the directions!
So, follow the directions.
In silence.
What kind of directions are on a pudding pop?
I think it's open, enjoy.
Well, the pudding in the recipe is you just put it in with water and you shake it up and then it hardens.
Yeah.
And you refrigerate it and then it turns into Jello.
So you've actually had this before.
When I was a kid,
I used to eat this stuff all the time.
A funny story. Paul and I, my husband, we made Jello shots for our beer bust for tomorrow. This is funny. So we actually have like vodka infused strawberry and blueberry mix.
What if you had vodka infused pudding shots?
I think that'd be great. Actually, there is chocolate flavored vodka, so you could do it. Technically,
God, that would just wreak havoc on my colon.
I would think so. Chocolate pudding infused with chocolate
pudding shots would mean something different
Vodka
after a while.
just makes me shit my intestines. It just does. Like I had to. Oh, you gotta put them back in. It's
so. As someone who doesn't drink,
Crappypasta.
As someone who doesn't drink, I'll take your word for it.
No, I wouldn't recommend vodka. The thing about vodka is that it is fun for a little bit because vodka feels great right away, but then oh man, that one Halloween,
Okay.
I can still
The video grinded to a complete halt. Cosby's judgmental eyes fixed squarely on mine, just long enough to make me feel a glimmer of hope that the internet had failed. Before
the internet
he
failed?
his head back. I don't know.
I think the internet failed.
I thought we already reached the end of the internet. Why?
No, Bill Cosby's there at the end of the internet, waiting to destroy you.
It's ever expanding.
Oh God.
Come this way a bit more. Now, stand over
This
here.
is a cautionary tale. Do not reach the end
Don't
of
worry,
the internet.
quote, with a smug superiority. Pudding pop swirl, the demon Cosby finished.
Demon Cos.
Fly
Demon Cos.
erratically on this unmoving shoulders in the moment of a cane something out of The Exorcist. What? End quote. It continued.
That's like a Lil Jon song, isn't it?
I think so. As if to eradicate any morsel of critical thinking left in my being, the demon proceeded to fellatiate. Oh wow! A chocolate pudding pop with a sleazy, unholy glee.
He fillets
a close-up cut
pudding pop
to its burningly erotic gaze, nothing with no semblance of the lie that I had not been violated.
All the gays are on fire and they're erotic.
Even though the video quality was grainy, those eyes pierced me to my very soul. They were so hyper realistic.
Of this video.
Quote, thank you. Quote, it finished before poisoning itself, its cat ready to pounce.
So Demon Cos said thank you.
Yeah, well,
To the pudding pop or to who?
to the viewer, I'm assuming. Here's the thing: like, if
what's
he's
the
gonna say thank you, he's probably a gentle lover. I mean,
Can I make a bad joke?
sure,
How would you know?
exactly.
I was asleep. I don't remember
That's what
a
I'm
thing.
saying.
Well, I'm sure if you woke up not being sore, then I guess you're okay, right?
I checked my butt and everything seemed okay.
I don't know if Bill Cosby would be a butt man.
Oh,
I don't know.
Do you think he's a breast man?
yeah, I think he probably.
Is a breast man.
Yeah, he's probably.
I mean, I was gonna be horribly racist, but I said no.
Let it all out, Devin.
I thought that was technically impossible.
I know, right?
No, he's racist all the time.
No, you get an exception though. You know,
I do.
Like I get to be a little bit racist against Mexicans, but I generally am not.
You get to be a little bit racist against Jewish,
Which I am all the time.
Yeah,
all the time.
and I hate white people, so you know.
In a brief respite that followed, I allowed myself to exhale for the first time since that horror began. As the breath excluded, however, I felt my conscience follow suit. All remnants of perception faded as I slipped into the abyss, raining the haunting echo of watermelons.
Now, see, that's racist.
See, here's the thing.
Is he tap dancing?
There's a guy named Marlon something another who does a Vine. Have you seen
Watermelon?
Yeah, watermelon. I'm thinking, is this what's happening? Is
that a Cosby ref?
I don't think so.
I just flashed to the Aqua Teen movie because there's the Walter Melon character.
Well, making my descent into darkness until I knew no more. I came to the sound of the front door closing downstairs. It was still dark outside. Well, I would hope so. It's 2 a.m.
There's someone in the house.
Man, it must have been conked out for the last hour, I thought to myself as I rubbed the back of my creaky neck when I went downstairs to the kitchen. I felt exhausted as I pushed open the door, but needed both water to find out who would be calling at this hour. Turns out it was just my housemate getting home from the nightclub. Hey man, I greeted him. Don't know you went out. Didn't you have an exam in the morning? It's like 4 a.m.
I thought it was 2 a.m.
No.
Well, 2 hours have passed.
No. See, it's 4 a.m. Is this... Jason, were you in this? Is this you? Were you the roommate?
I'm not giving anything away. It's the darkest hour before dawn.
What are you talking about, dude? He asked quizzically. It's only half 12?
Are they in
That's my
England?
original DJ name, actually, half 12.
Half 12.
I think they might be in England.
MC half 12.
Yeah.
And the exam was this morning. You hire something?
Are you high or something?
SOMETHIN.
Not high enough for the story.
He must be a black guy, right?
Oh.
Yo, you
That's
high
why
something? No, because if he was black, he'd know who the fuck Bill Cosby is.
No, the roommate.
Oh, the roommate.
The roommate.
The roommate's black.
Oh, okay.
No, the roommate's Cosby.
That's why he was down. That's why he was down at the nightclub.
Creepypasta sees no color.
Exactly. Well, I'm assuming they're all Italian. Ba-dum-bum.
That's
Italian.
That's what I assume every time.
They're all Italian.
Italians who just saw
Yes,
Rocky.
he's English. Look, at this point, I felt extremely muddled.
And he had some
English.
And he ate some crisps.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why
had some crisps.
No, I don't know though. He says,
Off the
"Nah,
bed.
man."
He would've
that
said
can't be
pub,
right.
not nightclub.
See, here's the thing. He says, "Nah, man, nah, NAH, man, that can't be right. I fell asleep like 2 hours ago."
maybe he's like a British dude that watches Ali G.
We just finished playing Sonic earlier on, remember? Dude, that was yesterday. I ain't seen you at all today. Wow, this guy's
You're so good at dialect, Desmond.
This guy's trying really hard.
You're code switching like a motherfucker right now.
Thank you.
Man.
Whatever you're on, you gotta, GOTTA, share it with me. He chuckled.
You gotta share with me, man.
You gotta share with me, man.
Goddamn, man. You look high as fuck, man.
My face nodded into a ball of confusion.
I can't feel my fucking face, man.
I simply turned to check my calendar upstairs and couldn't have been right. Poof, fine, he snored. That's horrible.
What?
Snort?
Okay, so hold
snorted?
on.
Possibly snorted?
So hold on.
Did he snorted?
Let's see.
Okay.
I'm having trouble following this. So, my face nodded into a ball of confusion. I simply turned to go check my calendar upstairs. He couldn't have been right. Piffed. He said piffed.
Piffed.
PFFFFT. Fine. He snorted. I love it. We have actual
Is that
onomatopoeia.
I was gonna say onomatopoeia. Yes. Yes.
And by the way, you owe me a box of pudding pops. He called after me.
You a motherfucker ate my pudding. Oh.
I froze. What did you say?
Like a pop.
He's
My
obviously
pudding
black.
pops.
If he's
I had a whole box this morning. Now they're gone. Check your asshole. That's all I can think about.
Dude.
Is this guy has all these
Well, I checked
popsicle
my
sticks
butt
sticking out
and
of his
everything seems to be
asshole.
okay.
He's like, hey man, your pants. What's going on in the
Just
back of your
think about
pants
it.
there? It looks
There's
like
like
a
a
memorizer or
stick coming
something.
out of there.
No, is it the single stick pudding pops or like the two stick
Double.
pudding pops?
No, I thought the pudding pops were only single.
They're only single. You're right,
Yeah.
but I'm thinking if he has like all these like pudding pop sticks sticking out of his asshole.
'Cause I used to eat
It's like,
those.
damn you, Cosby.
Well, you know, the thing is, if you the membranes actually soak it in faster.
Oh shit.
Put the pudding pop up the butt, you get it's the rush is
That's what
faster.
he's
It's a
doing.
pudding pop suppository.
What if he like drugs these women and then like shoves pudding pops in their various holes?
You know the best murder weapon.
Desmond!
what?
The best weapon you
like
could have
your nose and your ears.
is one that melts. There's no evidence.
That's right.
Hell,
the
right.
Yeah, stabbing someone with an icicle.
Exactly. But if you put a pudding pop up someone's butt, they're just gonna wake up thinking they shit themselves.
Unless they smell it, I guess, and taste
And
it.
then they're like, when did I swallow this stick?
No, it'll be weird though because like think about it. Like if you
I am
stab
thinking about it.
if you stab someone in the ass
feels
with
weird.
a pudding pop, and you don't
What?
leave the stick,
Mm-hmm.
and someone is like, oh my god, I pooped bed. Wouldn't they like smell it
I
and be
pooped
like,
the
wait
bed
a
and
minute,
it's
this
vanilla
is
chocolate.
chocolate,
Well-
and they lick it and they're like, oh, this is chocolate in
as
my
you do.
butt.
Yeah, but you know what? It's never chocolate.
And then I'm like,
It never
babe,
has been.
What's this?
I'm like, babe,
Damn it, I should just probably stop seeing if it's chocolate.
I'd be like, babe, what have you done?
You only make that mistake once.
Well, that's why you keep a mini fridge in your bedroom.
And that's why
You keep the temperature of your bed to 50 degrees.
Puerto Rico's a state.
With that, I felt a tremendous fear and bolted upstairs.
Oh.
Hey man, don't worry about it. I ain't mad. Just got some new ones when you can. Just get some new ones when you can. That's all, he shouted.
Yeah, because you can still go buy pudding pops, right?
Can we?
I think you can.
Can we go right now? Like over to 7-Eleven?
When I was buying,
We might have to go buy
when
some.
I was
want
buying
one.
the Jello for the Jello shots, they had instant Jello pudding. But,
Still a thing.
Yeah, still a thing. And then I love the off-brand. It's called gelatin, just gelatin.
That's what it is, though.
The
I know,
regular
but it's just
name
funny
for what
that like
is.
that's the.
Does it have a picture of horse hooves on the front of it?
But it just
Not
says
vegan.
gelatin. And I think there's actually a Krusty's
X.
brand, so it is.
Crusties. Hey, kids!
No, Krusty's.
This totally isn't made out of horses!
It's the Jewish stuff.
As long as it's kosher, I'll put it in my butt.
I could barely hear him, though, as I raced up to my room to check my computer. I thought it was just on power save mode. Then when I woke up, but now I wouldn't even turn on. The screen was on standby, but the actual computer was unresponsive. After much
Cold and unresponsive.
frenzied inspection, I found that the power cord had been cut. To say capital SAY, I don't understand why he capitalized it. To say I was freaked
Why
out
do they
would
do
have.
anything in these stories?
Why is any of this happening at all?
Why did he write about Bill Cosby?
Why are we here? Who am I?
Is this
I just
really
fucking woke up. Who are you?
Is this really a couch?
No.
To say I was freaked
It's
out
not a
would
couch.
be a massive understatement. What in the name of holy hell is going on? Question mark,
Holy hell.
dot. I think it should be dot, question mark. Is he going to say something else?
And then he's freestyling with his grammar, man.
He's in the
just,
moment,
like,
man. He's
throwing
moving,
it all out there.
moving and flowing with the language.
I remember muttering to
Inventing
myself,
new
it's been a whole week since then. Wow, we're jumping forward.
Oh, okay. A week later.
So I guess his butt was not sore.
Or
Not
just
anymore.
no more than usual.
It's
We
been a
don't
whole-
know what he normally
Why is
does.
my butt so cold?
Oh, God.
It's been a whole week
Hey, man,
since
why
then.
does your ass taste like chocolate all the time?
You asked the
dog-
chocolate bunny?
The dog said,
Hey, man, you know I like peanut butter. What's going on here?
you changing up on me, bro?
This ain't cool, man. I got my mouth already for some peanut butter.
You changing up. I got peanut butter mixed with my
Your ass
chocolate.
and my peanut butter. You got your peanut butter in my ass.
And then Reese's butt pieces.
Hey, man, get your fucking ass out of my goddamn peanut butter.
Reese's butt pieces.
You freak.
This episode has been brought to you by
I'm tired of
Reese's butt pieces.
I'm tired of pulling hair out of my teeth when I make sandwiches.
Ugh. It's been a whole week since then, and things have just gotten stranger and stranger. The blackouts are becoming longer and more frequent, and I can feel myself slipping away. Every time I've slept, I've been plagued by visions of the beast, pudding and ginger kids everywhere. I tried my best to fight it.
pudding and the
I've been awake now for 48 hours, but it's no use. I can
Poor
feel Bill
kids.
Cosby's presence even in my waking moments. Sometimes I don't know where I am. I can't communicate anything other than nonsensical jabbering. 2 days. Well, you can actually write this fine, so I guess your writing is okay.
This is the
This
only
this
clarity.
Is the jabbering.
This is the clarity within it. This is the part that really happened.
2 days ago, I suddenly snapped back into reality to find myself staring at my fridge, full to the brim with pudding pops. I screamed and tried to run, but immediately fell into the floor as I was wearing 2 halves of watermelons on my feet instead of shoes.
Watermelon shoes.
I'm really scared. I wouldn't be scared. I'd be like, damn, whatever I was on was awesome, man.
Fuck.
And what are your roommates doing at this time? Are they just allowing you to fall into
They're
madness?
making shoes
like
and
you,
a watermelon
yeah,
for you.
No, they're the ones that are drugging him, putting watermelons on his feet and filling the fucking freezer with pudding pops. They're like, no, wait, he has no idea. Watch, he's gonna go into the kitchen. He's gonna stand in front of the freezer. He's gonna wonder why the hell it's full of pudding pops.
Yep.
It's great.
In his watermelon shoes.
And then we're viral on YouTube.
Oh, there it goes. There's no one in the house anymore. All of my housemates have disappeared. I can't bear to think what happened to them.
Jello roommate pops.
Actually, he kind of took. What he did is he killed them all.
That's why he
pulled
wanted
all their bones out.
He wanted
made them
black
into Jello
roommates.
pudding, and then ate them.
That's why he wanted the black roommates so he could make the pudding pop.
Wow!
Oh.
Wow!
Oh!
Well, we can have a Mexican chocolate too, right?
That's horchata pudding
spicy.
pops.
Yeah.
Horchata pops.
Yeah, so we can just say the word whore all the time.
Yep. I can't even bear to
That'd
think.
be like a great band name or like performer name. Horchata.
Oh, great drag queen
Yeah, that's
name.
what I'm
Horchata, yeah.
Horchata.
That shit has been done.
I'm sure it has.
I can't even bear to think what may have happened to them, that I am into what I in my delirium may have done, the atrocities that monster may have used these hands for. I'm
him in my
doomed.
butt. I put him in my
There's
butt.
no hope for me. I realize that now. The reason I
the
write this is to
shit-covered
share my
hands.
story so that whatever happens, at least I got a chance to tell my side of it, and maybe spare other potential victims the horror of this terrible fate. To those who love me, my family, my friends, try to remember
There's
me
no one that loves
as
this
I
person.
once was. Well, who were you before this? Some douche that like watched horrible '90s commercials.
Someone
over
who just fell down the
You
rabbit
had no
hole on
life,
YouTube.
buddy. Seriously,
Played
you had no
Sega.
life. You sat around and like watched horrible YouTube. This is your fate.
Yeah.
Take it. Like if I see you walking around like a weird ass Safeway in like a robe with watermelons on your feet, carrying a box of fucking pudding pops, I'm not gonna say anything.
That's
except I love what you wrote.
That's the Safeway up on Church.
No, not the gay Safeway. Gay Safeway's awesome.
You know,
Oh, wait, what's
it's
the
the
one I'm thinking?
Safeway over
the
here
marina
by the beach.
No, the beach one. The beach one is
The
fucking
haunted
sketchy as fuck.
Safeway.
It is though, right? That's weird.
It is a
But I'm
haunted
talking about,
Safeway.
you get to the Safeway, like, you can tell it's like everyone has just got out of the bar.
Oh, yeah.
Except
Okay,
for
that is the gay Safeway.
Except for the people that have been up all night cleaning their house because they do a ton of meth. So you're just like behind, and they're just buying like toilet paper or peanut butter.
Cat food.
Yeah, they don't have a cat.
But maybe one day I'll get one.
Yeah. Maybe I'll find one underneath all these boxes.
To those who love me, my family, my friends, try to remember me as I once was. To everyone
dick.
else, for all that is holy, whatever
fucking
you do,
prick.
do not watch the video. All caps. Oh God, flippy floop, it's happening again. I can't feel it. God,
it's
please.
so cold.
My shirt's turning into a sweater.
Hippity hoppity hold out much longer.
My children are insane. They're
Can't.
stupid. They have brain
Hippity
damage.
coming. Zim, somebody help. Zim, somebody help me. Help me. Somebody zim, bop, bloop, bloop, boop, boop, boop.
I need a hoagie.
Poetry, so interesting.
I need some more soda and a hoagie.
Follow the directions to the JELLO.
That's how it ends.
Rocket.
No, it just ends boop. Follow the directions.
Rock
And then
it.
he
Oh,
posted
you
it.
added J-E.
You just did the drop the mic.
I like that.
Ending there.
Yeah.
Dropping the mic.
I love the comments. This video isn't even scary. You completely fucking missed the point. Come on.
They missed the point. Jello pudding pops.
The pudding.
The guy, and the commenter's name is Ariel.
Areola.
No, it's Ariel. You're stupid. Stop it.
Okay.
You're stupid. Stop it.
Bill Cosby wrote 2 years ago, I'm bip bip boppity coming for you. Soul, floop.
How did we miss that?
Wow.
Bill-
Nobody wrote, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah, nobody did ever write that.
Yeah. No, I'm actually thinking nobody actually did write that. You're just making that up.
Says
Anonymous
nobody ever.
wrote, watermelon shoes, the best shoes. I'd agree.
I want to know the sound it makes when you walk in watermelon shoes.
It's basically like the sound in the shower scene in Psycho.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's a cassava. That's not a watermelon.
So
Totally different.
Francesca wrote, it's true. I woke up next to a watermelon instead of my daughter. Don't watch the video.
I woke up, my watermelon was gone.
Dude, honestly,
and then
if I woke up and had watermelons
and
as a
then
child,
David Law
so happy.
137
So happy.
replies,
Watermelon.
you do realize you just implied sleeping with your daughter. No, I think he's implying nastiness, unless he slept with his daughter to do something with pudding pops, and that is kind of gross.
I mean, never eat pudding pops in bed. I mean, come on, man. It's better than cookies.
What
They
a bunch
don't.
of degenerates.
Bippity Boppity wrote, after reading this, I think I finally understand what true love feels like.
It's cold. It has a stick in it. It's got a vanilla swirl.
Chocolate vanilla swirl.
They did though. They had the vanilla swirl ones. Those
Guys, people write some
delicious.
For people, jungle fever.
People write dumb stuff because there's no consequences.
The Dino Gaming wrote, "Guess I'm not sleeping tonight. The video was amazing."
Spank, 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 spank.
And then Anonymous wrote, "Fuck that shit. The ginger kid in the video scares me."
Spank, spank, spank,
Look,
spank,
this
spank.
is unfair treatment of ginger kids.
Yeah, seriously.
Honestly. I actually was born with red hair, and then it fell out. It grew in blonde.
Because your soul rejected it. Your soul was like, I'm too young to die.
It's out. Expel the demon. It's even hair.
Exactly. What if you were some
That
weird?
happens to-
What if you were some weird, like,
strange
defected
alopecia.
Rosemary's Baby? Your parents tried to make you Rosemary's Baby, and like your body was like, fuck all that.
The
and
old-
they're like, damn it.
The old lady and dude next door who moved away mysteriously, who kept coming to the house when you were young, and
Yeah, what was up with that?
I don't know. They bought you that baby crib, and
Anonymous wrote, I can never be scared by Mr. Cosby. Sell out.
Never, until he
Never.
made me a drink.
yeah, he turned me into a Bloody Mary, or at least part of me. It was delicious.